seeing a lot of discourse about our military. I want you to understand their goal is this.
Please go watch that video about full spectrum dominance and like some things that we can do to help try to stop it. Full spectrum dominance is like complete control over everything by the military. This includes like psychological, biological stuff. I need you to understand that any form of activism that you can think of will be completely irrelevant and like not helpful if that is in place. You will not have the option to like do that. So often, like I hear people talking about historical patterns in like the context of like the past, obviously, but like in the past, we didn't have this type of technology. The pattern of history of things that have happened before in the past is not what's going to happen in the future. All the people that say, look at history, as to like what people have done historically and, bad situations with governments within the next few years, like that's not going to be like relevant anymore. And if you like are having a hard time like grasping the psychological component of it, I recommend like looking at learning about Ramkoa. Ramkoa is like a very, very dark thing. So definitely like, yeah, it's very like everything I'm talking about here is like very like traumatic and like not good. So just like keep that in mind. Um, so many people have been saying, to listen to Black women and how um, things are like going back to like slavery. Um, things are going to a place worse than slavery because like they didn't have this type of technology back then. And so if you actually want to understand what that's going to be like, you need to think about like the worst thing that happened during slavery and like it's going to be like that except 10, 100, 1,000 times worse. So how do we stop this? For the sake of harm reduction, go back and watch that video. And we need to be like filing reports. Again, this is for the sake of like harm reduction, right? Because the system cannot be reformed. The second thing to do is to get involved in like existing organizations that are like trying to like radically improve the state of the world, because like we have heard over and over again people like struggling with like the fact that like there's not enough people. Be the person that makes it enough. The third thing, you have to be like really like radically open to feedback from other people on organizing stuff, because this is not the time to like do activism for yourself instead of other people. You need to prioritize other people. And that includes things like trying to do like an advertising strategy that's like looking into like how to actually advertise, finding people who have those skills instead of just like trying to do that like on your own. The last thing I'm going to say is stop thinking, stop planning, and start doing. Because like so much of what people are doing is like overthinking and like trying to be perfect. And like it's not going to be perfect. And that's okay. Don't try to be perfect. Because like literally if you have like a really like wild idea and you're like, oh, I don't know, I mean like obviously like there's like some very basic things you can do to like make sure that like it's a solid idea, um but overall do it, because like we're not like we don't have time to like not do things anyway. All this is really hard stuff because it's like stuff that I need to start doing, and I'm not, in part because of disability. and another part because of anxiety. But yeah, let's do this together. Let's do it together. Let's be buddies and doing this. Because man, we really gotta get together, everybody.